Hello and welcome to the second part, the continuation of my reading, and let us start by turning the next card for the next pair. This is number 38, which is a number 11, which is another doorway, another gateway. And this one says, heal the ouch. As we are in this bizarre situation, we are actually taking time out from the hunt, is what they're saying, the hunt of life, being able to survive by our wits. As a fox here is often quite strenuous, trying to keep ahead of the hunt. The hunt being the society, the daily struggle for to pay the bills and to deal with others who are also in this hunt. It is time to let go and to heal your deepest wounds. And we have here this figure, and she has come here to examine and look at you. And we are looking at a figure which is your inner soul. Your inner soul, which has been suppressed for a long, long time. Your inner child. Let's look at your inner child here, is what they're saying. Your inner child reflects the ouch. Sit and communicate with your inner child. And we are looking at this representation of the inner child, your own inner child. We will forget the masculine control, whatever's going on into the world. We have the ice pack on the head. Let's let the mind rest. They are saying it's a get out of jail card moment. And we have fresh hay. They're pointing to the fact that there's fresh hay around in order to be able to rest up. There's no need to battle out in the world. And you would spend your time more wisely in communicating with your inner child. This is very important. It's very important indeed to communicate with your inner child. Your inner child will most certainly tell you where the ouch is. And that is the first step in the healing, to understand what it is you are hurting from, what you need to let go. Examine your exact feelings as to who you are within. And we'll go on to the partner of this one, which is number 49. So that comes down to a 13. And 13 will go down to a 4 for those who are in numerology. You can look up the numbers on the internet, and they will tell you the spiritual meaning of what we have here. And this is called the talisman. And the talisman is a protector. And they're actually telling me it's the inner star that you can hold out in the world, outside of you. You can follow your path through trusting in your talisman. Your talisman is also linked to your inner heart center and the soul core that sits within your heart center. Again, I think this links back to, I don't think, I am being told, it links back to your inner child. So as you step out again and the world starts to let go of the madness and you find you are on a new pathway, it's right that you are so, and you have the courage to heal the letting go of the madness of what you were engaged in. Yes, it may be frightening stepping out into a new world that does not even resemble the game, the hunt that you were a part of. Be wise. Allow your inner child to speak out and to guide you through your talisman. Let your inner child become your talisman. You will avoid the pitfalls. I am looking on the alternative meaning of the yin-yang, which we have the white part of the symbol is the going forward, and the black part is for actually reversing time. And a lot of you may have felt over the years déjà vu, and this is because Earth has been spun round to travel back in time to the point where the floods came and took out the continents, the actual placements of the Atlanteans and the Lemurians. I actually have vivid memories of the going down of at the time. And rather than letting it go, the powers that be, the darker side, has constantly whipped us back to that time. It's approximately 26,000 years. In order to be able to stop us from stepping forward, which happened on the 2012, the big event that people were expecting amazing things to happen, and they did happen. And what happened was the fact that Mother Earth herself used the poles, which is these small dots, to stop the powers that be of flipping her poles to the rate of taking her back in time. That's how backward time travel can be used in the wrong manner. We have not agreed with this. We have stood strong. You who are probably watching this are not of the present 3D collective. You came here to stand strong, and the balance of the 5 negative to the 3 light was out of balance, and there's nothing that humanity as a race, even if they didn't want it, could flip back into the past again and again and again. So this 26,000 year has been played out again and again and again and again. And Mother Earth felt as though she couldn't go, and so she called many of you star beings and light workers and those who operate at the Etmurian level to come and to be birthed on her planet to assist in order in holding the light balance to be greater than the dark. We actually ended up with a 5 to 6, 5 dark, 6 light beings at that time to avoid the shift. Job over, we need to go back into balance, and so the beings actually came to be birthed on this planet has actually left to be able to return a more balanced humanity equal dark to light, the shadow and the light of the healing. And we are now in the time of going forward, and since 2012, our future was unknown. We were recreating from the great dream, the great dream of life that we are engaged in, and it's always been, it always will be, but it's been sabotaged by being out of balance, the 5 to the 3. Not anymore. And I shall move on to the next card. And the first to the next one is Magic Prayer. And this is 32, which equates to a 5 for those who wish to look into the numerology of this. And what we're actually talking about is the magic of the thoughts within. And this is your creative power. And I'm not talking about the prayers that are laid down. They are misleading. They have words that are not of the purest interest. They have worked in the past to keep humanity to a level, but we need the magic of your own prayer of your heart. And these prayers actually come without words. There are no words in your magical prayer. They are thoughts of purity that you can add to the dream weaving of the game of the dreaming, the great dreaming. Although it always has been and always will be, the dream is continuous. And it is proper that you engage your own thoughts into the dream weaving as to where you, as a soul, would like to operate in. To be without a mask of uttering another organisation's prayer for their best interests, which is often not of your best interests. So no words, but prayer within the heart. Just hold the unconditional love by sitting in the heart and taking the inner deep breaths. 3 slow deep breaths will take you into the magic of your heart center. And the brain that is of the heart is more powerful than the brain of your mind. Use it or lose it. Somebody just said, use it or lose it. Somebody needed to hear that. Use the heart brain, not the masculine driven conquered brain that's keeping many out of their heart center brain. And it's from the heart center that is the driving force of the communication center. This is all that has ever been required of the upper brain. And its partner is the wishing well. Again, we have the number 48, which equates to a 12 and then boils down to 3. 3 is often known as expansion, moving forward. And we're looking at the carrying on from the prayer to your wishing well. All your wishes can come true if you operate from your heart center. And again, this is another use of the magic prayer. It's also your wishing well as to how are you going to create your surrounding, your life on earth, your mission here on earth. What is the power of what it is you want to express? Because now is the time. And the mask that we see can be removed. And this is how I'm going to use it. Often the books say something totally different, but we're talking about removing the mask of uttering the prayers by an outside source that is not of your best interest. So remove the mask, connect in with your heart center, and go into your internal wishing well and wish, dream your dream. This is not about other people. This is about you and your creativity and your reason for living. What makes you sing? What makes you sing? And dream it. And we will look at the next pair. And here we have solitude, which 13, 1 in 3, it also boils down to, although 13 in itself is a very powerful number, it's a very good number. It can equate down to a 4 also, which we are talking of stability, foundations. Where are you not solid in your foundations, is what they're telling me, in this solitude. And we have this brilliant opportunity to be in solitude, albeit if you have a family, and as I've said before, a visit to the throne room and lock on the door and connect in with 3 deep breaths in order to be able to approach your wishing well. And we're looking at the moon, so we're looking at shadows. This is what is shadowy. What is in shadow within your world? And we have here this like mist that is not given us clear, or has not given us clear understanding as to who we are and our mission here. And this also equates back to living somebody else's life and removing the mask so that we could actually be pure gold. And we will take the second half to see we are at. And this one is 21, which is 3, which I believe can link to forward motion. Field of dreams, lots of dreams, lots of eggs of potential, lots of stardust coming to you from planets beyond our solar system. And the transformation, we have this amazing time to revalue where the shadow lies within our being. What is stopping us from removing the mask of bending down to how society expects us to be? Peer pressure, family pressure can be quite heavy in order to make us conform. We have many, many experiences. I expect you have many experiences of society expecting you to conform, to prevent you from reaching your goal of your gold, your wishing well, your field of dreams. This is all different aspects of the same thing. Wishing well, building your field of dreams within the solitude of your inner magic. And I will now leave that with you for the moment, and I will pick a couple of the doorway cards, the divine doorway packs, the portals. This equates to portals. Where are you going through? What door are you knocking at to open? Oh, we have 2 there. We will take those 2 and see what is brought to us. Oh, and I've just promptly dropped one, so excuse me while I go and retrieve it. And they're saying to start off with this one here. And a beautiful structure. This is a portal, rather so than a door. There's nothing to stop you from going through apart from your own delusions, your own shadows. And the message on the back says, bless this space. Your sacred space holds the soul to bear. Palo Santo, or sage, will clear the air. So they're talking about within your sacred space, it would be advantageous to you to clear the energies. We are either they're both equally good, but for myself, I use sound. I have some small symbols that I actually clear the sound that vibrate to D. And Spirit was absolutely insistent on finding the correct set of symbols for me to work with. And it's the vibration. We're going to the vibration of clearing the air. So either sound or sage or Palo Santo is another way of clearing. And what we are clearing is we're clearing out the other people's insistence on us using their dreams. This is the darker energies that are controlling our dream, our field of dreams, through the words that they have insisted that we need to utter. Chanting is another one. And it is not good for the planet. It appears good, and it will raise vibrations to a certain level, but then it is capped to prevent you from really shining. You are powerful beings. You are the most powerful beings on this planet. Are you showing your true self? So I will put that one down, and we will move on to the second one. And here we have another one without a doorway. So we're talking portals here. These high vibrational portals. Forgive and forget. A ritual cleansing of pain and lies. Arise and awaken. See a new sunrise. So forgive. Who do we need to forgive? You need to forgive yourself. You call in from the core being exactly what it is that your soul requires you to learn on how not to go there. It is not the people's fault. It is your own insistent on hanging on to the lies and the pain. And by saying within your heart, I am no longer connecting with the lies of the past that you have carried through many, many lifetimes, society keeping you down. When you forgive and then forget, it is no longer a part of your being. The old prayers, the old chanting has gone, and you're left a new-born being, whereby you can bring your own pure dream into your field of dreams. And you are the powerful ones that can change this planet. Forgive and forget. Allow the world to go mad in its own way. But just put them aside and be the truth of who you are. And a new sunrise will actually bring you a new world. A beautiful world. That is the portal that you have come here to assist us all in finding our way forward. I hope that has been helpful to you for today, and I wish you well, and may your heart star shine brightly.